When me touch down, better broke down.
With Gamtel G Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication. Hello and welcome to the show. I am Deolital. In the studio with me today, I have some very special guests, and we'll be talking about the launching of the National Broadband Network. To my right, I have Mrs. Ramuñez, Director, Customer Services, Gamtel. And I have also Mr. Amadou Nyang, Deputy Director of ICT and the Head of the Organizing Committee. And to my right, I have Mr. Mustafa Sise, Senior Marketing Manager, Gamtel, and also a member of the Organizing Committee. You're all welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome to the show. I will start with Auntie Ramu. What would you like to tell our viewers about the launching?
Thank you, Oli. The National Broadband, it's here to address the last mile component of our network infrastructure. So it is very important that the National Broadband Service is launched because with the new products that are coming, which is fiber to the business, fiber to the homes, and fiber to the corporate enterprise, it's something really interesting for our customers in the coming days as we launch it.
So that's very impressive. It's a very welcome project. Mr. Nyang, would you want to add something?
Thank you very much. I think, like Auntie Ramo alluded to, the National Broadband Network project came as a result of a bilateral agreement between the government of the Gambia and the People's Republic of China. So the financing agreement was actually, the cooperation was signed in December 2017 as part of activities marking the first state visit of His Excellency President Adama Barrow to the People's Republic of China. So what the NBN seeks really to address is actually 400 kilometers of fiber backbone. So it's actually a middle last mile component where you can connect last mile fiber to the home, fiber to the business, and so forth. But it also, apart from that, it also has a component of a data center for Gamtel, of course, and also government can use it for e-government services and so forth. So in a sense, this is what the NBN entails.
It sounds like a very packed project with a lot of content to it as well. Mr. Cisse, is there something you want to add to that, please?
Yes, to add on to what my colleagues have said, this project is here to complement our already existing fiber network. We used to have a fiber backbone, but now it's access. It means giving people fiber in their homes, which is like a dream for most of us, not thinking that within a short period of time we'll have fiber in our homes. So this project is here to do that.
I'm sure people are going to welcome this and they're going to love it, fall in love with it already. On that note, we'll just take a short break. When we get back, we get more into the program and of the launching and how everything will be moving on towards here. Thank you.
When me touch down, better broke down.
With Gamtel G Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication. Welcome back to our studios and welcome back. Before we went, we briefly spoke about the launching and what's happening towards that. I would just like to ask Mr. Nyang, who is the chair, what are the preparations towards that at the moment? Where are you at? I'm sure there's a lot of planning and preparation going into it and all that. Can you please just inform us, let us know what's happening at the moment?
I think, thank you again. I think that's a very exciting question. At our level, at the level of the organizing committee, I think we've been really having sleepless nights.
Wow.
Because, like we said earlier, this is a very, very important project which seeks to transform the entire ICT landscape. When you talk about fiber to the homes, fiber to the businesses, I think this is no small thing. So at the level of the organizing committee, we've been very, very busy. So the event is expected to be on the 26th of this month, which is going to be on a Wednesday at the Coral Beach, formerly Sheraton.
Yes.
And the chief guest of the event, the chief launcher of this event, is His Excellency the President. So I think the reason why, because it really makes sense, because this is the first concessional agreement between the government of the Gambia under the leadership of His Excellency Adama Barrow, and of course with the Chinese government. So it makes a lot of sense for the NBN project to be launched by the President. So he's our guest, and we have series and series of dignitaries line up. We are also expecting officials from the Chinese, and also obviously from Huawei as the vendor who did the national broadband network. And of course, I think as we go into the discussion, we should know the NBN came after a first component was done, because Mustafa alluded to it earlier.
Yes.
We had ECO1, and then this is a complement, and the same Huawei did the ECO1 and the NBN. So we're also expecting officials of Huawei to be part of the big day, the event itself.
That's a big project, and it's very, very soon. It's just around the corner. Angela, what would you like to add to that?
The event is going to be very high level. As Amadou said, we are expecting His Excellency Adama Barrow to grace the occasion, and also cabinet ministers. We can say very important people. I know everybody's important, but and in this regard, we are not leaving anyone that matters as far as this launching is concerned. People are excited because if you look at fiber, in general, is usually a very expensive product.
Right.
And bringing it to the doorstep of the Gambians at a reasonable price, I think it is something that is worth celebrating. And I think it's a very important milestone, as Mr. Nyang has said, for the government of the Gambia and the Gambian people in particular, that we are coming up to launch fiber to the homes. This is a product that you find in developed countries. The developing countries are struggling to bring fiber to the homes, and here we are, Gambia, being a small country. We are not big, but we can take pride that we have done so much, so well in ICT. I think it's worth celebrating.
Yeah, and compliments go to all of you as well for making this accessible for people. I think it's going to be a very, very successful thing. Picking up from what all of you are saying, Mr. Caesar, coming to you, being that you're part of the organizing committee, is there anything else you would like to add to inform the viewers as to where you are at the moment as well?
Yes, as my colleagues have said, we are at high gear in terms of organizing the event. We all know the event is no small event. When you have people from the highest, the president coming to, launch a particular product. For those at Gamtel, we are very much excited. This is the first time such a product, national product, is being launched by the president in the telecoms industry, and this will help us provide services that were not available for our customers.
That's true.
Because we all know fiber is the future. It has a lot of services that it can go with.
Right.
So when it is launched, a lot of services will come, and people will enjoy or will have the full-fledged of internet. Because people complain that the internet is slow, the internet is that. The fiber is here, the national broadband is here to solve those problems that we are encountering.
That's exciting. I'm still going to stay on you. Can you tell us what the program entails? What is it going to be like?
The program is where it's going to be like the president will come and launch the product. We'll also invite dignitaries, high level, like we will have all the ministers, available, all the managing directors, CEOs. These are people that we have been working with for a very long time in Gamtel, and these are the people that we think we will bring them one place, so that when product is launched, they will know about the product, and at least those decisions. These are people who are decision makers in those institutions, and we would like to work with them in making most of their realities and making their businesses grow. Because with fiber, all businesses can, reach wherever they want to, in terms of, providing quality services.
Especially at this stage and
quality
age.
services to their customers. If you look at the banks, now people are competing, not competing, in terms of who opens an account or how much do you have in your account. What they wanted is, how fast can you give me the service that I wanted? Like don't want to go and queue in the bank. What you want is to go to the ATM and cash your money, or sit in your home and transfer, funds from one account to another. These are things that people wanted now, and this is what the national broadband, the fiber is here to bring for the business community.
Right, that's right. So the 26th at the Coral Hotel. What is it going to be? Is it a dinner? Is it a gala dinner? Is it a soiree? What is it going to be?
Actually, it's going to be a morning event. I think it starts at 9, and then we expect all officials to be seated, because when you have protocol-wise, you're expecting His Excellency the President, and we know most of the presidential activities starts on time, so we have to commend His Excellency on that. We really start events on time. So by 10 o'clock, I think formally everything will start. And just to take cue from what Mustafa was saying, we're expecting statements not just from the President, but also from I think the managing director of Gamtel, because this is a Gamtel show, this is a Gamtel product, so obviously it makes sense to have Gamtel Gamtel make a statement. So the MD is expected to make a statement, and also the officials of the Chinese government, and also from Huawei, because they are grazing. But the other important thing is the Minister of Information and Communication Infrastructure wants to enter into an MOU with Huawei for a signing ceremony of an MOU, a memorandum of agreement between the ministry and Huawei for the deployment of new technologies will be done, because Huawei has been a partner with government and of course with Gamtel, not just Gamtel, but almost all the operators in the sector. So I think we want to enter into an MOU. So that is also going to be an event, and I think we also have some presentations which Auntie Ramo will dwell into.
Yes, we'll actually get into that with Auntie Ramo now.
Okay, thank you very much. I think Mr. Nyang has touched on very important points on the event, but also in addition to that, we will have a lunch to end the event. As soon as all the activities are over, we will entertain our guests with a very nice lunch.
That sounds really good.
With a very nice lunch, probably a buffet, so to end the day. But of course there are other activities, like there would be an award ceremony, because a big project like this, it's a life-changing project, and I think it is what the key actors or the stakeholders need to be recognized to show government's appreciation of what has been done in the ICT in regards to the NBN. And just to dwell a little bit more on the NBN, it is not only that it will bring these very important products that we have mentioned here, like FTTH, FTTB, and FTTO, etc., but also because there is a component of the NBN which deals with enhancement of the infrastructure. Because Mr. Nyang mentioned that ECO1, came. ECO1 dealt with the national backbone, and but actually the true benefit of ECO1 is not felt at the level of the end user. So, but when with the coming of the NBN, it enhances the last mile connectivity, leading to Gamtel being able to provide a last mile solution, which is the FTTH, that is fiber to the homes.
Okay.
And there are other solutions, even within, if you look at our other products, like the ADSL and other products,
Right.
Because we have an enhanced infrastructure, we will be able to deliver a better solution with regards to the ADSL in terms of the speed and all whatnot, all as a result of the improvement in the infrastructure.
This is very exciting. So it's fiber to the home, fiber to the enterprises, and
fiber to the business.
yes,
and
there you have it. That's beautiful. We'll take a break, and when we get back, we'll get into more discussions.
When me touch down, better broke down.
With Gamtel G Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
That's how she became mine and see that.
A very warm welcome back to our studios. With me here, I have Mrs. Ramunyas, I have Mr. Nyang, and I have Mr. Cisse. We were talking about the launching of the National Broadband Network. Mr. Cisse, I would just like you to please tell us and elaborate to us the importance of the National Broadband Network, how important it is. It's life-changing, of course.
Yes, it's life-changing, and as the chair has said, we have the ECO1 before, which is at the backbone. Now we have the national broadband, which is the access. So it's like now we are extending fiber to the businesses, extending it to people's homes, which is like a dream come true, because we were not thinking about getting fiber to people's homes. But now the ordinary the people even in the villages, in the cities, in the towns, in the businesses can also get access to fiber because we have a countrywide ring. We talked about the last mile. It means the last mile in this sense means accessing the people in their homes, giving them fiber. Fiber, as I said, fiber comes with different services. It comes with value-added services. It will be able to bring those value-added services with the fiber, which we are not possible with other products.
That's true. That's true. And this, sets you apart as well. Mr. Nyang, would you like to elaborate on that?
Thank you again. I think at the level of the ministry, the most exciting part about this whole NBN is it's going to be a life-changing moment for Gamtel. I think it is no secret that Gamtel is going through so many difficult times due to obvious reasons. But I think with the NBN, I think it's going to transform the entire landscape. We've done a strategic business plan, or repositioning of Gamtel and so many other studies to see how Gamtel can be repositioned. But I think with the current infrastructure in place, obviously the ECO1 and also this NBN we are about to launch, I think it is really positive. It is really going to help reshape Gamtel, because I am sure the commercial guys have already started getting so many requests.
Yes.
Because even at a personal level, I am even interested in getting a fiber.
I am too.
Because
Me too.
Come on, for the first time this is happening. You're connecting, at least 10, 15, 20 meg. That is super fast internet, broadband, fiber. This is not normal in sub-Saharan Africa for people to have fibers. So I think it makes a lot of sense for people to really jump into this. The other interesting thing is at the level of the ministry and government, because like I noted before, this is an agreement that government has entered, because what we have to remember is Gamtel is a government entity. So the government entered into this partnership with the Chinese, and it's actually a $25 million loan.
Wow.
So it makes a lot of sense, because even at some point the ministry was actually cornered into having a moratorium on other operators rolling out fiber, because it does not make sense to have one entity and you have all other players doing a lot of digging and so forth, because we already have. So what makes sense, what we feel as a country, because at the end of the day we are all Gambians, so it makes a lot of sense to really hook into what's already in existence. If we have issues with pricing, let's sit together as a community or as an ecosystem, as stakeholders, and discuss some of those things. And of course, at the level of government, prices, the wholesale pricing, you spoke about prices before, but wholesale pricing has actually been reduced since July with the intervention of the regulator, PURA. So the wholesale prices on ECOWAN and of course on ACE, that is the submarine cable, were reduced by more than 50%. So now the onus lies on the operators to further reduce the prices, when then the consumers or me and you can actually have a feel of it. So what we really want is for really people to utilize what is already in existence, and we cannot really allow a lot of digging here and there of the whole thing. I think it really wouldn't make sense.
Yes.
Right.
Talking about the accessibility of it, and the fiber being able to be tangible for people, Auntie Damo, how accessible is it?
Well, the fiber is accessible, as we have said, because this is a national broadband network. It means that it covers the length and breadth of the country. And I just want to come back to one issue of we had fiber before. We were offering fiber to our business communities, but when the NBN came into being, we are able to do things that we have never done before, and that is extend the coverage of the fiber to where naturally we could not service customers before, and also provide a new service, which is FTTH, fiber to the homes.
Yes.
With customers now at home, their homes are truly digitalized. You have your smart TV, you can do a lot of things. Your home can be an entertainment home. You can connect your security surveillances to make sure that, the secundas do not enter like that, and things like that. A lot of things can happen as soon as you're connected with the internet. Because what we're giving is our tariff is profiled in such a way that we will not tell you how much we are charging right now. We will leave it to the day. But we can tell you that we have a silver profile. We have a bronze profile. We have which is a 10 meg capacity. We have a silver profile. We have bronze that is silver. Silver which is 20. We have gold that is 30, and we have diamond that is 40 megs.
Wow,
so what this means is we can pump 40 megs into your home. Even 10 megs, people are jumping all over to say that, the speed is unimaginable. Somebody told me, not even in Europe. I said, yes, indeed.
That's true.
But we Gambians, I think we deserve more. We deserve good internet. We deserve good service, because our lives now is intertwined with the internet. We cannot go without it. In our homes, some of us want to stay at home, do certain things.
Work from home, and for the kids.
Work from home because of the kids. With the fiber, it is possible. And if you look at the government also, they are into a lot of initiatives like the e-health, e-agriculture, and e-learning and all. Now, if you go to the University of the Gambia, and there are other students who cannot even enter in the University of the Gambia, they prefer to do online learning. The internet makes it possible for them to be able to sit
this
at
makes
home.
it super possible.
Exactly, super possible because of the speed. And I think we are excited. We cannot say everything we want to say to you, but what we want to tell viewers and people who would be honored to be part of the launching is that we will be showing a lot of demos to show our audience, the capability of the fiber and, how it enhances the business growth of the business community and the work that you do as, either private or business. It would enhance your business or your work.
Yes, that's right.
Definitely.
Do you want to add anything?
Yes, I think the other thing I would want to add here for the layman, what the NBN means is because a few months ago I was with the PMU, the Project Management Unit. We went round, so it's really exciting when you see what the NBN and of course what the ECOWAN had really done to this country, because we have a national fiber broadband across the country. Because for the first time we have a fiber on the North Bank, so the body bunkers will be with the ECOWAN. I mean, so we have the one on the South Bank was actually replaced because we have to know this cable has been mutilated on a series of occasions due to theft and even construction and so forth. So a new cable was actually under the ECOWAN was implemented on the south, and also a new one on the north. Not just that, but we have two crossings. So you'll have in Farafenye, so you'll have a microwave link from Farafenye to Soma. And also when we went round in Basse, actually it's not a microwave, but it's actually not Basse, but Pasamas, the Basse Pasamas crossing. It was my first time in that part of the country, but it was very exciting because you will see this aerial fiber crossing. So now what is going to happen is with this URA Roads and Bridges project, there's a provision once the bridge is done, there's going to be underground fiber, and there's already talks ongoing for the Farafenye to have fiber from Ker Ayub going to Digante around the Senegalese border. So which is going to be on the new Trans-Gambia bridge. So after what that NBN, so the NBN came, so from the main roads, from the main highway, the NBN came and took the fiber from there all the way. Let's say in Jawara, a village in the North Bank, I was there. So the cable from the main road in Kerawan all the way to Njawara. So people of Njawara village can now get fiber to their homes. So this is not something that it's actually possible. Because I was there and I saw it. So for the average Gambians, what this means is now you can connect.
We are truly connected.
Yes, we are truly connected. I know. Maybe Antiramu will clarify. We cannot. It cannot be possible to connect everyone at a go. But at least what we can say here is most of the critical or important towns now they have pop sites. So from there they can pick it up, and then once you have a request, then they can be connected.
Right. I'm going to come to Antiramu for that. But before I do that, I would just like to ask Mr. Cisse, from the organization, being part of the organization team, and everything that Mr. Nyang and Antiramu have spoken about. How is this information getting to people to know about these things from the organization point of view? Are you doing campaigns? What are you doing at the moment?
Yes, we are doing so many things when it comes in terms of the organization of the NBN. We will be doing billboards. We will be doing more on the social media.
Yes.
We'll also be doing TVs programs. We'll also be doing radio advertisements because we want people to know what is happening and what is about to happen.
Absolutely.
Because I can say what is about to happen.
It's going to hit them hard.
This
is big.
This is going to be a surprise to most people when they come to the event, and those in the communities that they will feel that yes, Gamtel in collaboration with the ministry, and Huawei has done something that is, maybe we were just, it's just our imagination for us. We are never thinking that internet, that fiber will be in our homes. We will be able to digitalize our homes. Now everybody, you go to every homes, there is a smart TV. You have kids doing, their school runs,
and everything.
School works. You have, those going to universities doing research. Even the people who are working in the offices. You don't have to, like Saturdays and other days, you don't have to go to the office.
Being in the move,
you can
in your
be
car.
in your home, and still be working, or in your car and still be working. Those are things that the NBN is bringing to us, which we are not possible before. But now we can proudly say that those things are possible.
Yes.
And we were also thinking about bringing in some other value-added services, where we will be saying the triple play, the quadruple play, and things like that. All those things will come in
good time.
But
yes.
for the time being, let's launch and enjoy the fiber.
Yes, I'm sure we'll enjoy it. And just before we end the program and you give your final notes, Mr. Nyang mentioned something very important, that everybody cannot be connected at the same time, one go.
That's true.
What does that mean?
What it means is that if you look at customers applying for the service today, first and foremost, we will have to do a feasibility study and check whether it is possible to provide you with fiber based on where whether your office or your home is. And because the network is structured in such a way that you have, I can call it access point, but it is really distribution points. So you have to be surveyed from the nearest distribution point called FDT. So and if you're within the limits that we can connect, we will connect you. But what it also means that this project is very scalable. Even where you are very much far away from the infrastructure, it is possible to expand the network to reach where you are. So meaning anybody and everybody can be connected within a reasonable
distance.
Yes. But we can extend through a mini project to make sure that it is extended to further areas that we cannot connect at the moment. So yes, there would be some applications that would be coming in, and we will say it's not feasible. But currently, even what we are doing is we have a portfolio of services that once it is not feasible for fiber because you're very much far away from the nearest FDT, we can offer other solutions.
An alternative to
like the tower, which is a 4G wireless solution being provided by Gamtel. We also have our ADSL 2+, which is an advanced upgraded form of ADSL. And as I was saying, with the coming of the NBN, the ADSL is also upgraded along the side, and it would enhance the speed. And also, we have plans to make sure that we give our ADSL customers the best of services at a reasonable price, much cheaper than what they're paying right now, because we have a strategy to do that. Very soon we will launch that alongside with the launching of the fibers, just to make sure that we have a balance of portfolio. Our customers across the different services are all enjoying, not only one part of our products of service enjoying as well.
That's very good information. I just want to lighten things up by, on this note, saying goodbye. What would you like to leave the viewers with for the day of the event? People coming, what are they expecting? The fun part of the food, the entertainment. What would you want to say? Because I love to party and I'm going to be there. So what's happening? Tell us.
I think for me, it's going to be a very exciting event, and we look forward to welcoming everybody. And of course, an event where you have the president attending, I think it makes a lot of sense to really welcome everyone. But one last thing I would want to say is, as a government and as a ministry, the other exciting part of the whole NBN is it is our responsibility to make sure that the national ICT infrastructure is addressed, and this is one way of addressing that, because we talk about e-government services, making sure that people are really connected, not having to go to the immigrations department to apply for a passport or so, sitting at your home somewhere in Sarengai or so, applying, doing online. So the NBN really is a first step to addressing that, because this is a prerequisite, making sure the national ICT infrastructure is addressed. So that's one exciting part from us.
Oh, good. That's nice. Mr. Cisse?
Yes, we will want to inform the viewers that the program is going to be exciting. We'll have the president in there during the launching. We're also going to have a buffet at the end of the program. People can have something to eat, and we're also going to have entertainment,
music and the dancing and everything.
We're going to have entertainment, not that heavy entertainment, but light entertainment.
Okay.
During the buffet.
Okay, thank you so much, Auntie Ramu.
We want to. Because as you can see, we are excited.
You are very excited.
We want to pass this excitement to everybody so that they understand that it is worth being, the excitement is worth it.
Yes.
And we also want to, thank His Excellency, President Adama Barrow, for honoring our invitation to grace the occasion, because this is a national issue. And we also want everybody to be part of this because this is history in the making. Gambia, as small as we are, we have got something to be proud of. And our national ICT infrastructure is being lifted to another level. And by extension, Gamtel has also seen and added product lines in its product portfolio. And this makes us, stand the chance of bringing back this very important company, Gamtel, back on its footing. Yeah. And we want to thank everybody for, giving us the opportunity to come back as a very reputable company that we once were.
Thank you, Auntie Ramu. On that note, bringing back Gamtel back onto its responsible footing, I hope you're excited about the program and the launching. As you can see, we all are. And I hope that you go out there and support it and get it, as it is very accessible. I'm sure this will go a long way, and hope it's a beautiful beginning between Gamtel and the ministry and the people. We thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.
When me touch down, better broke down.
With Gamtel G-Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G-Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G-Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication. This program is brought to you by